Hi friends, today's first business standard editorial is titled Energy Self-Reliance, and here the editorial is talking about how India can and should be self-reliant in domestic oil production so that it can weather the global oil crisis just like now it is happening. The ongoing US-Israel-Iran war has showcased how deeply dependent India is on the hydrocarbon import from Middle East. India should make use of this opportunity to be self-reliant on energy, not just through investment in renewable energy, but also through domestic exploration, extraction, and processing of oil and gas. Indian basket of crude oil is getting expensive. Ideally, the oil all around the world were marked at the same price, whether it be Brent crude or WTI crude. But with the ongoing war and the blocking of Hormuz Straits, the regional price difference is happening. India usually dependent on the Gulf oil in its basket of crude oil, but it is getting expensive now when compared to the oil from other parts of the world where traditionally India did not buy from, like US, North Sea, etc. The situation puts tremendous stress on both household finances and government finances. India, as a major oil importer, faces inflation, higher subsidies, trade deficits, and slower growth whenever global events increase energy costs. It hurts consumers, industries, and the government fiscal health. The global events just mentioned, I'm just giving you a brief. In 2013, the global oil price increased due to the Arab Spring. 1999, the OPEC countries reduced oil production. In 91, Gulf War happened. 1979, Iranian Revolution happened. 1973, the Arab-Israel War happened. The only solution is India should be self-reliant in energy production. The BJP government, since it took office in 2014, did take many commendable steps towards self-reliance in energy, but it was mostly towards renewable energy. Renewable energy in its current form cannot fully replace fossil fuels. Where the BJP government failed was at increasing the domestic exploration, extraction and processing of oil and gas. In spite of growing economy and increasing domestic demand, the government ignored this part. In fact, the domestic oil production has declined over 30% since 2014. India's 2016 Hydrocarbon Exploration and Licensing Policy, also called HELP, was supposed to boost domestic oil and gas output by simplifying the rules and attracting investors. But it not only uh, did not increase oil production, it also did not gain commercial interest. So why is that? Because it replaced the old production sharing contracts where the firms could first recover their exploration cost from the output before splitting the profit with the government. But under the new policy, the firms had to share a percentage of revenue from the moment they start production. That is, the firms don't get a chance for upfront recovery of exploration cost. India also did not properly invest in taking seismic surveys of its potential oil basins. Meanwhile, a fellow BRICS member, Brazil, has invested heavily in high quality 3D seismic mapping, enabling 2 to 3 times more exploratory drilling and discoveries, as firms have reliable data now to justify their cost. In summary, India should at least now try to understand where does its weakness lie in terms of energy and start preparing accordingly before another crisis happens. Thank you.